Hey there, guys and gals of the YouTube world. It's Mazske Finance coming to you from South Florida. Hopefully, you're doing outstanding. Today is Saturday, September the 10th, 2022. I'm just giving you a glimpse into the life of Mazske. Not that you really care, but what does a financially independent person do on a daily basis? Anyway, it is a Saturday, and as always, I'm not a financial advisor, not a CPA, not an attorney. Something just jumped in the water over there under the trees. Tell you a quick story. I was sitting here yesterday evening before it got dark, and just sitting here in the same chair I'm in right now. I'm on my dock, and there's water right to the right of me. Like, edge of the dock is 3 feet away. The water was high yesterday. It had been raining a lot, and it was high tide. So the water was as high as my low dock down there. Other videos you might have seen my low dock. So it was actually, I had to spray it off last night. It actually got water onto the dock. So it was high, highest I've seen it since I've been here. Anyway, I was just sitting here chilling, talking with the missus, and I looked to my right, and it's like, whoa, doggy! And right over there in the water was an alligator. he was facing that way, like looking like he was traveling that way, and had just stopped right parallel to me, directly to my right. So probably 10 feet away, just checking me out. But anyway, it's morning right now, and I'll tell you a little bit about my morning. Later today, I'm going to talk about an investment, probably. But I got up, 7ish, 6:50 something, 7ish, and I got my morning cup of coffee. I drink 1 cup of coffee a day. Cold coffee out of the fridge. Cost me, according to Graham Stephan, I think he says 17 cents. I haven't really calculated. I would just say 20-cent cup of coffee. I make a brew a pot of coffee roughly every 5 days. I put it in the fridge every morning. Then I get a cup, put some creamer in it, and it's a cold cup of coffee. I don't put ice in it, just cold cup of coffee. Later, after that, I get my daily bowl of oatmeal. I put in it 1 banana, a handful of blackberries, some blueberries, cinnamon, and almond milk. And I would say I eat a variation of that 90% of the time, 95% of the time. I don't know. Sometimes, some weeks I may do it all 7 days in the week, weeks on end, and then maybe I'm run out of blackberries, I run out of blueberries, run out of bananas, run out of everything. Who knows? So it varies every day. Now it's a beautiful morning. My thermometer I have said it was 77 degrees out. I had walked down here earlier, and I was like, "This is pleasant." I said, "So I'm gonna read a little bit." So I got my book, and let's see if I can hold it up here. It's called *Sapiens: A Brief History of Humankind*. And I was sitting down here reading a bit, and the sun is starting. It's gotten high enough that it's over the roof of my house. Um, it's a little bit of shade. Like if I was to stand, like right now, my upper body's kind of in the shade, but the sunlight, morning sun, is hitting my feet down there. So then, but it won't be too much longer until that sun is higher, where it's 100% shade here on the dock, and it'll stay that way till sometime in the afternoon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. So no matter what the temperature gets to, it's shade down here. All right. So during the course of the day, if I'm around the house, I'll come down here a variety of times. Most evenings, we chill out down here. We hang out here before it gets dark. I do have an electrician coming. Everything's backlogged. It takes a long time. So my doc's been here for a couple months. The electrician is supposed to come not this coming week, but I think the following week. We'll see. We'll see. They're backlogged. They're supposed to call me. So I'll probably call them sometime this week and find out what their game plan is. So anyway, that's about it so far. The rest of today, I did have plans to go to it's kind of like a luxury movie theater in Naples, Florida. This evening, I have a very small part-time gig with as a secret mystery shopper, and I was supposed to go down there, and I would get reimbursed for everything and get a little bit of pay, which would basically cover my gas. But I was going to see a movie, get a very nice dinner, um, get something from the bar, some kind of drink. Don't know what it would be, and basically just have a pleasant evening. Put it all on a credit card where I get points for it, and then get reimbursed for everything. They take between 45 and 60 days to pay. I got to do a report though. I'd have to write up a report. But anyway, I got an email yesterday saying that was canceled. And I was like, they don't tell me why. It's a global company. They don't tell me why this has been canceled. But then in today's newspaper, because I did read the newspaper this morning, in today's newspaper, there's an article about that movie theater, and they had some as a TV show, Motor Trend, I think. I guess it's on TV somewhere. The lady in that show was there with some other people, and they were doing something down there. So it's kind of like a luxury movie theater. So my guess is they're trying to advertise themselves to draw in activities, events, because that brings in more attention. So and they got these theaters. This one's called like Cine Bistro. They have plays on that name, but they got them in various locations around the country in big cities normally. Naples is like I don't know, an hour and a half away from me. So it's not a huge city, but there's a lot of tourists there. It draws a lot of people. Marco Island is down that way too. So anyway, all right. But the reason I'm showing you this is I did have someone ask me for like what's the day in the life of a financially independent person. Everyone's different. We're all different. We all have our likes and dislikes. We all live in different parts of the country and the world. I happen to like it here, but I am toying with the idea of moving again. So if you want to visit me, don't wait too long. I might be somewhere else. And there's a variety of reasons. One, I like land. And here in this community, the yards are very small. I'm on the water. I have a dock. I have a boat lift back there. It's on my list to get a boat one day. I have access to get to the Gulf of Mexico from here. I have a kayak. I can kayak down there. I'm not going to kayak to the Gulf of Mexico. But if I had a boat with a motor, I can go down to islands and whatnot. So, but I'm not the sort of person. My eyes don't get so big, I spend my money. I will wait until I have the funding that I can afford to pay cash for a boat and to pay cash for the expenses without it impacting my lifestyle. Not that I have an elaborate lifestyle, I don't. Someone said something to me the other day. They know me a little bit and they were talking to me and they said, you know what? I figured something out about you. And I was like, what's that? And they said, you spend your money on your house, things for your house, for you and the missus and others. You share it with friends and family. Um, you put your money into investments, but you don't spend it on yourself. I was like, I think you're right. It's rare I buy something. I bought that hat when I was in Panama. I did buy these glasses recently, and I bought another pair of glasses recently. But my last glass, I think I mentioned, I've been say let's check out my video yesterday, or if I did make one later today. If you see my glasses, they're different than glasses I've been wearing all along up until a week ago. Slightly different. But then the glasses I had been wearing, I think I had them for 12, 13, 14 years. So the prescription had changed, but I still never got another pair of glasses. So anyway, while I'm sitting here, there's two iguanas over in the trees over there. There's been some fish or something jumping. Um, haven't seen the alligator. They come and they go. I don't see them that frequently. They're scared of us. As long as no one feeds them, they're scared of us. Yesterday when I saw that one, I took a picture of him. And then I stood up and walked to the rope right there. And he immediately turned and swam away and went over to the trees over there. So anyway, just looking down that way. So it's a beautiful morning. I got to get a move on it and do other stuff in the daily routine of being financially independent. Um, we'll see. I haven't really checked my email yet today. I did check something on the stats for YouTube. I made a 30-second live video last night, and I was just watching Millennial Mike's video. He did a live stream, and he mentioned me and talked about something being complex. And I just I didn't jump. I got out of my recliner and made a short little video, but I noticed it only had 2 views. So, not that y'all need to see it. You don't need to watch any of my videos. All I am is a little guy, little peon, Mazske Finance, who plugged away for a number of years, toiling in the daily rigmarole of life, not making a lot of money, just plugging away, saving a little bit here and there. And I discovered real estate. January 2017, I discovered the power of real estate. And I started buying rental properties, and by December of 2020, I had 25 rental units. So, March of 2021, I was able to get a mortgage to buy the house that I'm living in now through Jerry Padilla, Prime Lending, Rochester, New York. And he helped me get this house, helped me to move here. And in the year and a half since then, I have put a fence up on both sides of my house. I've cut down some trees that were really tall that were on each side of the pool cage where rats were living in them. So I got rid of the rats by cutting the trees down. Had to get a stump grinder in, had to get some landscaping in, get some planting done. Had this dock. I had an old dock, a little slip that you might have seen in another video that was rotting away. Had that taken out. Had a new wider dock, 5 foot wide, 12 feet long. My last one was 25 feet long, but 12 feet long was built down there with a new ladder. And I can launch a kayak there much, much, much easier. Then I'm sitting on a 12-foot dock with a tiki hut. You can look up there. So 12 foot by 12 foot with a 4-pole tiki hut. There's one of the poles. There's a pole. There's 2 of them. On a golf access canal. And I got someone coming Monday to look at my pool. My plan is, I think, I'm gonna rehab that pool. Hopefully, all contractors are backlogged. Everything takes longer. But I'm hoping sometime this winter. And when I do it, I need to resurface it. Sometime since the missus was here, I got a hole in the floor. Water wasn't leaking, but it was like the plaster had come out. So I had to buy the epoxy, a pair of goggles, and the missus had to get in the pool with me. And basically, once I got the epoxy ready, 2-part epoxy, she had to, as I went underwater, she had to hold me down so I could get that epoxy and put it on the floor of the pool and pat it down, smooth it out. Because it was fortunately in the shallow section. If this was in the deep section, I don't know how we would have done it. So I'd have to weight myself down. So anyway, we did that, but it's just a matter of time till something else happens to the surface. In Florida, these pools are exposed 12 months out of the year. They're not like up north where you cover them up. They're exposed 12 months out of the year. And I've been told they need to be resurfaced every 7, 8, 9 years, 10 years, something like that. This pool is 20 years old. I don't know if it's been resurfaced before, but it needs it now. So anyway, what I'm getting an estimate for, I want to resurface it, put tile down on my concrete deck, new tile all around it. My fountain's not working correctly, so remove that fountain, rebuild it. I'm gonna have new coupling around the pool, new tile on the inside of the pool. The surface might have some kind of sparkle to it, and then put a fountain, some kind of new modern type fountain. I'm not exactly sure what I'll get. Then, as long as I can afford it, outside I want to get a saltwater system and a pool heater. And what else? Oh, then a new light. I have an underwater light. I don't think I've ever showed that to you. I have an underwater light in the pool. I want to replace that with a new LED light. They got some out there now that are, I don't know, 12 different colors. I'll probably use it. If I get a light like that, I'll probably turn it on a handful of times, but you never know. You never know. If you were a guest at my house one day, and I'd probably walk you out there in the evening, and it's like, let's flip some lights on, make it different colors. So I'll show it to people. But it's pretty, but functionally, what do you use it for? I mean, if I I don't normally swim at nighttime, but if my pool's heated, I may start doing that more so. So anyway, I'll wrap this up. I didn't mean for this to be this long. It's still a beautiful morning. The sun's still not quite high enough over my teacup. My feet are still in the sunshine. Let me show you it's hard to see probably, right? The reflection there. All right, oh man, my leg's cramping up a little bit. Got it loose. All right, there's still something jumping down there, just a little bit. But it's pretty quiet. Water's moving in. It moves with the tides, so it's moving in. We'll see if it gets as high as it did yesterday. I liked it being that high. I don't mind that it covered the lower part of my dock. First time it's ever happened in a year and a half. So, but that dock's lower than the old dock. It's, I think, 8 inches lower. So I knew it would happen at some point. So that's fine. It's designed to be out in the water. So anyway, y'all take care. Stay safe. I'll come back with you later today from inside and talk to you about what is becoming one of my favorite investments. Keep loving life. Find your own financial independent spot. And let me know what you do when you're financially independent. Have a great one. Maskies signing out.